Anyway, yo, your boy's back with another fucking series, brand new series actually. We're gonna start doing some reaction videos because I feel like there's a lot of opinions and a lot of comments that I make that people get misconstrued. So I feel like a good way for us to kind of bond more and get that real connection would be us to watch some videos together. Some controversial anti-matrix, blue versus red, left versus right, anti-woke messaging. Anyway, we're gonna get straight into it. If you don't know Sneeko, you'll get to know Sneeko. He's doing some street talks, asking people rules of modern dating and understanding women. So let's dive straight into it. It's funny though.
If there was one thing you wish men understood better about women, what would it be?
Like when something is fine, it's not fine. Like read between the lines.
You mean be a mind reader?
Yeah, exactly.
So men are expected to be mind readers.
Exactly.
Why is she dead ass? Why does she look so dead ass? Exactly. Mind readers. Read between the lines. I get what she's saying to an extent, but I don't know what she's saying about, it's fine, everything's not fine. Like, we're not total fucking idiots, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, also, if you say something's fine and we go about our day and then you're pissed off about it, you should have said it wasn't fine. The fuck?
Why do women often expect men to do things that they're not physically capable of?
I don't know. I haven't I don't do that. Like, I don't expect men to do things they're incapable of.
Isn't that what you just said, though?
Gotcha, bitch.
Being a mind reader?
Well,
Yeah.
you want us to read between the lines, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who's better at communication, men or women?
What do you think she's going to say? Who's better at communication, men or women? They're all going to say women.
Women.
Wait. So if men, So if men are worse at communication, why do so many women expect men to read their body language?
I think men.
This is why I enjoy these videos. Just listen to what he said there. He said, if men are worse at communicating, then why do they expect us to be able to read their communication, their body language?
Men are better communicators logically. Women are better with communicating emotionally.
Oh, I just realised, wow, I got a neck pillow on. Don't take any notes of the neck pillow. It's just comfy. Sometimes I want to rest my head, you know what I'm saying? Watch the video and nice and comfy.
Okay, can you think of any situation where logic wouldn't outweigh emotions?
I think logic should always outweigh emotion.
So she just said she thinks that logic should always outweigh emotion, but women are the emotional creatures. Okay.
That she wants to be able to be understood when she says, I'm fine, and she's not fine. That's not good communication if she literally can't communicate that.
I mean, she said that and not me.
So she's a bad communicator.
Well, we're better communicators in the sense of we're better communicating our emotions. So when it comes to relationships, we're better. And
isn't that the total opposite of what her friend just... You know what I love about doing these? And also, Ed, bro, we need to get out and do some public interviewing, bro. It's fucking such quality content. But what makes me laugh about females when they're put on the spot, they don't even know what the fuck they're saying. Like, they genuinely don't know what they're saying. Her friend just said about logic and emotional and females being the emotional creatures. And then she said, what she just said? Let me rewind this. We're better at communicating our emotions, but her friend said, I want a man to be able to read between the lines when I say one thing. Do you see where the contradictions are?
but when it comes to logic, maybe guys are a bit more better at that. I don't know.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask a question for the three of you. Who's better at self-improvement, men or women?
I would say men.
I would say it doesn't matter based on gender. Self-improvement just depends on the person, not the...
In general, who's better at self?
Bro, there's nothing I hate more than people who can't answer the question. Like, you give them a black and white yes or no question, or men or women, or this and that, and they're like, well, it depends. No, bitch, it doesn't. It's a very straightforward question. Just answer the fucking question. I don't get it. But this subcategory and this sub-niche, no, shut the fuck up. Who is better, self-improvement, men or women? There's not, yes, this may be, and this circumstance, and sometimes it might be women. In general, I don't understand the confusion of generalizing people. Like, when we're having a debate or we're talking, and I get there's two different types of the argument. Whereas, if you're debating the generality of something, then you're also kind of shitting on the what's what I'm looking for? Minorities. So we have to kind of take into account, of course, the minorities. I get that. But at the same time, if it's a minority rather than a generality, then why should we make exceptions to the rule? And this is where a lot of the arguments come into.
Improve men and women.
Who is better at self-improvement, men or women?
Exceptions to the rule.
Women. Women.
Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
10, Betty Bitch. 2.
A 2? What would it take to make you a 10?
A lot of things.
For the women who are 10s, isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
Yes.
So then why would you admit you're a 10, which is perfect?
Gotcha,
I am
bitch.
perfect.
That bitch did a U-turn so quick.
You got it. That's in 2 questions you get
Are
to
you not
expose it.
embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed? Nah, that's so embarrassing. Like, nah, that's so embarrassing. How could you be on camera saying, oh, women are better at self-improvement? Oh, I'm a 10. Isn't the first step to self-improvement admitting that you're not perfect? Gotcha, bitch. God,
I would say men, because like once there's a breakup,
Yeah.
they go straight to
So
like, it
easy.
depends the mentality. Like if you're a woman that likes to go to the gym, then it's similar. But like for men, like when there's a breakup, they go straight to the gym. They focus only on like bettering themselves, like eating clean, all that.
While you guys
Yeah, the
cry
boys
and
ain't
drink
playing.
wine and eat cookies.
I don't do that.
The boys are
What other women do?
cursed.
I don't know.
Demonic.
I go to the
lifting
gym.
heavy shit.
We talk about our feelings.
Cry.
I mean, there could be tears. It could get emotional, but yeah.
So I was
Vivian
thinking,
cries more.
Both. I think y'all hide it
Yeah.
more though. But y'all
Sounds like strength if you hide it.
I don't think that's strength. I think that's sad.
Crying in public is a sign of strength.
Yeah, it. If you were to cry right now, bro.
You would be like, you're strong.
Yeah.
yeah, fuck it. Yo, they're NPCs, bro. I'm telling you. This is why I want to go out and do public content so badly, because they're fucking NPCs, bro. Yeah, fuck it. Crying in public is, yeah, so fine. What are you talking
You're out
about?
here like crying in front of people?
That's strong.
Yeah.
What do you define as strength? Doesn't strength take courage?
Yeah, bravery. You're out here crying? Like, that's brave.
Who's more honest, men or women?
Definitely women.
No, you can't. Let me just compose. He said, who's more honest, men or women? She said women.
I would say men.
Think about it now.
I think people that have balls are more honest.
I think 100% of the time that's men.
Yeah.
Should your man provide for you and protect you in a relationship?
What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck is wrong with it? I don't know if, I think he's in Vegas. But yeah.
If that's the
American
type
girls
of
are
partner
different.
you're looking for, you're looking
No, tell a lie. Sorry. Let me take that back. It's not American Girls. Fresh and Fit did a podcast in Colombia. Yeah. Yesterday or the day before that. And there's still so many similarities in the mindset of females in these across the world. So it's not just, it's honestly, it's not set to a certain geographic on the map.
for somebody to protect
global.
and provide, then
You too. Should you be with a man that's going to protect and provide for you?
I like women.
How much money should your baby daddy make?
I am.
Your baby daddy's broke though.
Ideally, how much should he make?
Well, I personally make a.
Hold up, boys. I don't know, maybe I'm being petty, but would one of your niggas ever violate like that on screen, bro? Your baby mama broke, though. I mean, in the confinement of his own home with the homies, maybe. On screen like that? 4K to your face? Your baby daddy broke. Damn.
A lot of money. I make around 250, 300K a year, so I want
Cut the cat.
a man on my level.
I
On my
wanna know what she
level
do.
or more.
What do you do for work?
Shit. I do a lot of shit.
When two lesbians
fuck is that?
Go on a date, they'll often hold the door open for each other and split the bill. Why is it as soon as a man is involved, he suddenly has to do all the work?
I can't speak for heterosexuals, but what I say, like for lesbians, it always depends on the people's relationship. I know sometimes I don't split the bill sometimes. Sometimes they always pay for it. Sometimes I might take care of it. It just depends on your partner. So I don't really think...
Bro, one gust of wind and this girl's eyelashes are taking her away like Mary Poppins, bro.
I think it just definitely depends on who you are as a person.
I don't think he has to. I think, like, you decide that or not. I would appreciate it. It does look good.
Them niggas playing Wii.
But,
We golf in the
that's the kind
back.
of guy that you're looking for or not. He's going to bring what he has to the table,
no, it's
so
real
it's
golf.
up to you to decide if you want to deal with it or not. I personally would like a guy that, you know, like, pay for the dinner. If we went on a date, if he's taking me out, yes, pay. But if I asked him out on the date, I should pay. If I asked
Yes,
him out.
women do take men on dates.
When's the last time you've asked a man to go on a date?
Never. I don't like that.
I have a long relationship history. I used to be married. I did take him out on dates. I paid, but he also paid my rent and paid everything, paid the bills, everything. I didn't have to worry about anything. But when I asked him out, I did pay. When
I
he
take
asked me
women
out,
on
he
dates.
paid.
Right. Was that really relevant if he was paying for your rent? Did that dinner that you bought him once every other month compare to the rent he was paying?
No, but it was just like it wasn't expected for him to pay. I think that's just what I'm saying. If you ask somebody out on a date, you should pay.
So she's saying she just with a nigga and he was just willingly just paying the rent. Just, yep, you got it, girl. You just, I'm gonna pay the rent. A couple meals here and there. Ain't nothing to say. Maybe he was doing that for sure. But you can't really brag about the 1-2 meals when your nigga pays your rent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me. I think that's genuinely like kind of like the mentality that women take in relationships. Like your nigga could be paying your bills, your car, the petrol you put in that shit. And when you two break up, you ain't gonna say a damn thing about none of that. You're gonna talk about how you used to take him out, how you bought him a little 1-2 Palm Angel t-shirts. Yeah.
Asked him out, I'm paying just automatically. It's not like the man should pay every time, but if you ask me out, yes, you should pay.
So it sounds like you guys like some sort of gender roles, and you said that gender is not a social construct, and that boys could be boys, girls could be girls, and that you could be whoever you want. But those are ideas that have only been around for maybe the past 30, 40 years. For the rest of history, gender was not a social construct, and that meant that men had to be men and women had to be women. Can a man identify as a woman?
He can identify as a woman if he chooses, sure.
Does that make him a woman?
No. 100% no.
Base God.
So should men be able to compete in women's sports?
Absolutely not.
Base God.
Can I compete against 5-year-old kindergartens?
No, that's not what I meant. Like if
She didn't mean that.
if like somebody's transitioning or whatever, like I think they should do, you know, like if they're fully like, you know, presenting as such, then
What does that mean, presenting as such? A wig and a skirt?
no, like yeah, like not like that, but like
Makeup?
like if they're
Nails?
Why would you allow a man who has gone through male puberty to compete in women's sports? Like, would you allow Money Mayweather to go fight against?
This is another great argument for the whole transgender. We wouldn't put Mike Tyson in a ring now with a wig and a skirt on and say go box females. Bro would have committed atrocities, murderous, genocide. So why is it that we're allowing men to compete in female sports, but feminists want to argue for female rights? It just doesn't. The whole argument just comes full circle to me. We want to fight for women's rights, but we want to allow transgender men to dominate female sports that have already taken women X amount of time to accomplish these feats, to even be able to compete, and now they're just going to be wiped across the floor by men anyway. Where's the equality there? It makes no sense. There's almost absolutely no physical resemblance of a man and a woman being anything close to the same. So how can we call these people the same?
Other female MMA? Like, absolutely not.
like that's what they want to be, then it.
So if they decide,
Yeah, like.
Can I decide to compete against 5-year-old kindergarten girls?
Well, that's not like fair, because like they're so much younger. If they were the same age.
If we do MMA right now, it's not fair either.
Probably not. I mean.
Definitely.
Probably not. No.
Can a man identify as a woman?
Yes.
That's like hey, a man cannot be a woman can never be a man, my nigga.
Are men and women equal?
Look at Sneeko
Allah
fired
said
up.
that the man is not like the woman is not like the man. We are different, okay? Although a plane and a car still both run on jet fuel, they are both different creations. That's it.
Oh, yo, that nigga had the mic drop moment, dead ass.
Women admit that men are physically
Boy,
stronger
the
when they
drop
want
mic
protection,
moment.
while also thinking that biological men should compete in women's sports.
I mean, that's a good question. I think that's just confusion and women probably just saying, hey, there's somebody on our side, there's somebody that agrees with us, so we'll take all the help that we can get.
You're generalizing. I do not agree with that. I don't
So
agree.
you don't think that biological men should be competing in women's sports?
No, but I do think that there should be more inclusivity. I think there should be a women's league, a men's league, and a trans league to make it even, so no one's left.
Trans League. How you feel about that one, boys? Let me know in the comments. Trans League. Men's, women's, trans. In my humble opinion, I believe there will be no women's anymore in the future. I imagine it'll be men's and trans. And that's it. I don't think there will be women's sports anymore. I think women will be degraded so much by this whole trans shit unless we see some kind of revolution. What's the need for women's sports? If I can say I'm a woman, what defines me as a woman other than me pronouncing I am now a woman? So, yeah, hopefully not.
Doubt. I think.
Controversial opinion. Do you agree? Should trans people be in their own league? Should biological men not be able to compete in women's sports? If I put on a wig and say I'm a girl, can I go and play you against tennis and absolutely destroy you?
I mean, I feel like your identity, it shouldn't really matter. Like, if you identify as a girl.
What? Bro, this is the mentality that fucking scares me. I mean, if that's how you feel and that's what you want, and like, who am I to say anything? Like, yeah, if that's what you want, what the fuck? Where the fuck has common sense gone, bro? Seriously, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, answer. I feel like if.
And then she gets aggressive and combative when he interjects.
However you identify, that's fine, but like, it shouldn't matter.
So I could compete against you in MMA?
MMA, I personally would decline
Look, her friend knows well, like, the thing that really hurts me about the woke and the left ideology is they're so afraid to say the truth and be caught out on camera saying something condescending or controversial that they'd rather just say anything. They'd rather just genuinely say anything. Absolute dribble and sound like a fucking retard than actually like talk sense. And you see on podcasts like when like certain hosts ask certain questions or they're diving into a deep topic and 6-7 questions in, 7-8 rebuttals in after they keep bringing a new argument and shifting the goalpost, and the answer still comes back to the same answer, and you can kind of see him kind of get humbled and shut the fuck up for like 30 minutes. And you can see her friend's face as well. She's like, he's asking the good questions. Her mind's being intrigued. Like she might not say it on camera, but you can tell by people's body language and the way. Like look at the smile on her face. Look at the way she's looking at Sneeko, bro. Like she knows this motherfucker's asking the good questions, and this is the type of people we need. Honestly, like if you're closed-minded and not even open to having your opinion changed. Again, when I talk on things, I'm talking on very factual, statistical facts. So there's not really much room for, oh, well, you think this. It's not about me or how I feel or my opinion. It's about facts and fiction. So yeah, hopefully we can have more people like this young lady on the right who is a little bit more open-minded. Might not be the whole way there yet, but yeah.
Offer, but I'm sure there's other.
It's not about you specifically. It's should I be able
And
to
again,
compete?
sorry. people, when they debate and argue, instead of generalizing, and of course, all we can all do is go on our own personal experiences. But again, when you're having a debate and you're having a conversation about something that's generalized, you can't just use your personal experience. Oh, well, I would never do that. Oh, well, I think this. It's not about you. It's should that be allowed in society, or should that be seen as okay, or whatever the question is.
Against you in MMA and choke you out?
I mean, if you identify as a woman,
Yes.
I don't know. Don't they like put them together versus like their weight and like their class?
And they get destroyed by the biological men wearing wigs.
I mean, it could be a woman that could whip their ass.
That's not what happens ever.
But they're not.
You never know. Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, that makes no sense. I agree with your friend here that they should have their own thing. They shouldn't be competing against biological women.
They are doing what they can right now because there is no trans leagues. So they're just trying to, like fit in.
So they should just compete. The man with the wig should just compete with the other men.
No, but there is an issue about it. There should be more.
The man with the wig. I love that analogy.
For them to go.
So if I put on a wig, I should have my own league?
I mean,
it's not about putting on a wig. It's about knowing yourself.
I think it is.
A lot goes into being trans.
So if I believe I'm a woman, I should have my own league?
Huh?
If I believe I'm a woman, I should have my own league?
Yeah, if you're biologically a woman.
Because where do we draw the line?
There should be a trans.
That's not what biologically means. Biologically means you're
If
born a
anyone
woman.
can say I'm anything,
You're saying, if you were biologically born.
Me. If I believe I'm a woman, should I have my own league?
Yes, that would make you trans.
Can he, a white man, identify as being black?
Always a good one as well.
If he wants to, but he's not.
Nigga, what? If he wants to, so flip scenario. Imagine this young black female. I think it's a female. If this young black person was to say, okay, this white guy wants to identify as a black guy now, and he's gonna start using the N-word. He's gonna say, "Yo, what's up, my nigga?" Instantly. I'm sure you do that in Chicago. Motherfuckers gonna beat.
Do you think
the
that he can
shit out of
identify
you,
as a
bro.
black man?
No, I don't.
Why?
He's not dark skinned.
But if I identify as a woman, I'm a woman?
If you want to be a woman, you can be a. I mean, you can be a woman. You can say you're a woman, but you're not a woman.
So you don't believe that transgender people are actually what they say they are?
They are whoever they want to be.
What?
What do you think? But he could identify as a
I
woman.
love that question. What do you think?
He wants to be.
So why can't he identify as Taquavius Johnson III? Okay.
I think everyone has their own opinions and beliefs, and I'm not one to judge. And
So PC.
I may not believe in what you believe in, but I'm not gonna downplay you because your beliefs are different than mine.
Can you identify
Trying to
as a
remember the
black
Matrix
person?
script that
No.
was heard on the TV.
Why?
Because I'm not black. That's like,
I'm not a woman, but I can identify as a woman
Gotcha, bitch.
according to you.
if you transition, maybe.
What defines a transition?
Like, if that's your goal,
If you believe it.
Sure.
If you believe you're black, why aren't you black?
Well, that's just not, that's like genetics. That's like ancestry. Like, you're black, right?
You're also born a man or a woman. It's the same thing. That's also genetics.
Okay, I'm over
Because you
it.
lost.
Why are people saying that we should
love
believe the
it when they walk
scientists when
away.
it comes to
Okay, I'm
climate
over
change
it.
and vaccines, but not when it comes to biology and chromosomes?
Pick and choose as to what you wanna agree with. It's plain and simple.
Do you think a lot of people today have selective accountability?
Absolutely. Selective accountability is a
I
great
like
word
that.
for it.
At some point, there has to be some objective truth, some objective morality. If everybody believes that they have their own version of morality and truth, no, it's not about science. What's the difference? What's the difference between your truth and the truth?
There is no difference.
My truth is my truth. That's the difference.
Should I respect that?
Absolutely.
What if my truth is that I like to sleep with dogs? Should you respect that?
I feel like live your life is very
I
disgusting.
should live my life. Wait, hold up. That's disgusting now. Now you said it. You said you should respect it, and now it's disgusting.
Mike, I'm just saying, like, if that's what you want to do, I don't think it's right. But like,
I don't respect that.
if that's your truth, that's your truth. But
So it doesn't sound like you respect it if you think it's disgusting and it's not right.
I think it's disgusting. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Because you said, well, hold on. You said that you should respect everybody who has their own truth. I said that if I say I like sleeping with dogs, based on your judgment of truth.
It comes at a certain extent.
So there you go. You agree with me. At some point, there is an objective truth.
Are you really sleeping with dogs, though?
No, I'm not.
Also,
I feel like you're being, like, hypothetical. But if you're being for real, like...
I'm being hypothetical because I'm using your standard of truth. If we follow yours and people just get to be like, okay, it's my truth that I like to sleep with dogs, then there's all this degeneracy. At some point, you got to say no. Like transgender sports, no. So say I wanted to be in a relationship with a dog. Would you say that that's okay?
No.
Even though it doesn't affect you, it doesn't hurt anybody.
It's hurting the dog.
What if the dog is just licking peanut butter?
Bro.
Technically, it's not even hurting the dog. It gets to eat good protein. Peanut butter is great protein for the dog, and I get satisfaction from it.
Bro.
Based on your diagnosis that if you feel that way, you're not going to judge. You judge me for wanting to be with the dog, but you don't judge a man turning into a woman.
You want to be with... You're right.
There's a current trend from the liberals and the feminists. They say that if you feel this way, it's fine, I'm not going to judge. Do you believe in judgment?
I do believe in judgment, for sure.
Do you think that we prioritize feelings over facts?
We definitely do.
Where is our morality based at? In the West.
Our morality in the West. It's based around feelings completely, not hurting each other's feelings, and just being kind to one another.
Is the word he's
putting people's ideologies before truth and fact.
Do you believe a post-op transgender person should be morally obligated to tell their partner that they're transgender?
Within a certain amount of time, yes.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying first date, but within the first 2 or 3 weeks, absolutely, you have an obligation.
Absolutely not. If you don't feel obligated to tell your partners every single time you had anal sex before them, nobody's obligated to tell you about their past history at all. If it doesn't affect the current relationship, if you feel some kind of way about it, that's something you should have disclosed, and it's not up to your partner to go back into their history to explain themselves.
These type of people exist in our society. These are the transgender people's friends, giving them this type of advice.
Just like if you had a disease, AIDS or syphilis or something like that, you have an obligation to tell your partner, listen.
So would you compare being transgender to having a disease?
No, I would not compare being transgender to having a disease. I'm just saying there's something that is, you need to inform your partner.
Okay, well, why would they need to do that if trans women are real women?
They're not real women. Were you born a man? Yes, then you're a man. You can, listen, get surgery, do whatever it is you want to do if that's what makes you happy. I can't imagine what it's like to look in the mirror and not see the person that I believe.
100%. 100%. I've said this before as well. Having body euphoria would be the most horrible thing to deal with. I couldn't imagine looking in the mirror and not seeing the person I see staring back at me. I feel like someone else. It's fucking awful. My heart genuinely goes out to those people. But again, what I've said before is the problem we're seeing here in the West is not that problem. It's about my truth and identifying and getting an edge on other people.
But that does not make you a woman.
Is it fair to label men who don't date trans women transphobic, or is that preference?
That's just preference.
We are still kind of living in a state of post-bigotry. So I can't really blame you for your initial reaction, but there is the general rule of your first reaction is how you're raised. Your second response is what you've learned. Always go based on what you've learned, and then bigotry shouldn't be an issue.
Does a man have the right to feel betrayed if a trans woman doesn't disclose her past?
If it's been 2 years, then yes, I would say you could feel betrayed. But if it's been 2 weeks, then no, you've got to give that person an opportunity to kind of work up the courage to say, hey, this is my past.
Well, wouldn't a man have the right to know right away if a woman can become the potential mother to his kids?
If having children out the gate is a concern of yours, then that is a conversation you need to have out the gate. And yes, at that point, it is responsible to disclose that information. But if that's not a conversation that you guys have had prior to that, I'm a biological woman and I can't have kids, and I don't start out every single fucking date with, I'm not going to be the mother to your kids. So there's literally no difference.
Okay, let's analyze what she said there. She said there's no difference in her, I would say, a 40-year-old, or I'd say a middle-aged woman, late 30s, early 40s, disclosing on a date that she's not going to be the mother of someone's child as a genetically biological woman. Kind of goes without saying. Whether you can have children or not, the assumption would be that you can. So it doesn't really need to be a conversation that needs to be brought up on the first date. It's kind of assumed that if you have a vagina and you have eggs, it's probably a good chance we can have kids. Again, age difference. If I'm going on a date with a 40-something-year-old woman, then I'm probably not going to be looking for children. On the other hand, if you're going on a date with a 20, 30-something-year-old transgender and they fail to inform you on early enough, I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit that goes into that anyway. I mean, if you can't tell and spot a transgender man, you have probably some... Again, I don't want to get into it because I know full well there are some pretty lady boys. Trust me, I don't, what I'm saying, but yeah, I think you should be able to tell. Anyway, even if they don't, then yeah, they should be definitely telling you what the fuck is going on, and that you'll have no chance having kids.
Does a person have the right to feel betrayed if their partner doesn't disclose their promiscuous past?
Oh
No.
That's a good question. Let me repeat that. I want to hear it again.
Does a person have the right to feel betrayed if their partner doesn't disclose their promiscuous past?
No.
Why is the past when it comes to your partner's body count, but not when they've had a sex change?
Because that's like a false pretense. You're entering into the relationship with somebody that you believe to be a biological male or female, as opposed to you're entering into a relationship with somebody you're just assuming that person has a low body count. And then you find out differently later.
No, I mean, nobody wants to hash up their past. And sometimes people's past is dark. And if they're ready to tell you, they will tell you. And if you love somebody, you will accept when they're ready to tell you. Forcing somebody to disclose information about them that is deep is honestly kind of low-key selfish.
Okay, she's using the word forcing. No one ever said anything about forcing anyone. This is why people I hate when people talk shit like this. If you weren't going to force someone, no one used the word force. I think if you're genuinely going to take a girl seriously and you are a man that, I hate to use such fucking typical buzz niche words of like high value man, but if you're not like an average man, let's just say you're not the average guy, you're over the average earner, you're a man that takes care of himself, maybe in the higher echelon of the tax bracket, it doesn't really go out, focuses on improving himself, gaining more knowledge, XYZ, whatever it is, your type of high value man. And he wants to take you seriously. But there's a classic example. There's a great example actually, and I think it's going to probably trigger a lot of females to hear this example. But imagine going to a car dealership, and the car dealership, you walk in, you're the first guy in there, and he says, "I'm gonna charge you full price. There's bells and there's whistles, but there's a few things wrong with it." Anyway, you see 6 more people come in, get the same car, but every time someone else you've bought the car, by the way, you've bought it. Every time someone else buys the car from the dealer, the same car, same bells and whistles, they pay half until the point it becomes free. How would you feel knowing you were the first man to pay for the car and everyone else got it after you for a cheaper or if not for free? You'd feel like shit. You'd feel like the clown. You'd feel like the idiot who paid full price when everyone else got it for free. Now again, not trying to compare women to cars, but I'm using this as an analogy. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, the same goes for a woman's previous history. If I can see that Jason, Johnny, Tim, fucking everyone's already been inside of this girl, then why the fuck would I want to have that girl as my own and put everything into her? So I don't know, maybe that was a long-winded explanation.
Are men and women equal?
I hope you get it.
I mean, listen, like, there's a lot of things that men do that also women can do. Like, I don't need a man for shit, period.
Okay.
Period, exactly.
Are men and women equal?
Period. Exactly what she said, period.
So why do you think that women are more honest than men?
More honest?
I think we know what we want. We put it out front. This is what we want, and I think that's why we're more honest.
If your friend looked fat, would you tell her?
Like she's my best friend, probably.
No, you wouldn't.
But
Stop
if
the
she's
cat.
like a random person, probably not.
Would you tell one of your two friends right here if they look fat?
I guess, but like, no.
No?
Yeah, no, I would tell them, but they don't look fat. They look great, no?
What would you rate them on a scale of 1 to 10?
Tens.
Oh, God.
Tens. 100% 10.
She's a 10. No, I don't rate myself.
You're a 10. I'm sorry. You're a 100.
No,
She's a 100.
I'm not gonna rate myself none because that shit don't matter. It matters what's up here, period.
Mine. Let's go!
I'm a real ass bitch. I got money, baby. This Chanel, 7 bands. This BBL, 10 bands. I'm a real bitch.
I thought it matters what's up here, and then you pointed to your BBL.
Okay, but listen.
Listen. I'm a few daiquiris in.
Listen,
Sounds like you're not honest.
I'm a very honest person. Yeah, I'm very honest.
What could they improve the
Oh,
most
she's
about their
getting
looks?
cut from the friend group
Nothing,
for
they're
fucking
perfect.
sure.
Do you believe her?
No.
No.
Do you think she's being honest right now?
Like to a degree, yeah.
Yeah.
Which degree,
You
nigga?
don't even believe what you're saying right now. You're lying to me.
No, I mean,
And you said that's a fresh BBL?
No, it's 1 year old.
But it looks fresh, doesn't it?
No, it's 1 year old.
No, but it looks fresh though. It looks fresh though.
It was just my BBL's first year anniversary.
But tell me, does this look fresh though? It does, right? It does.
So it sounds like we lie for different reasons. Women lie because they are putting forward their appearance. Men lie
Just
because
degenerate
they are putting their
fucking
personality forward. So you're equating one worse than the other, saying that men lying is being shitty, but a woman lying is just her, making her appearance look better. Why is one worse than the other? If you're lying about your appearance and I'm lying about my personality and what I'm good at, why am I worse than you?
That's a valid point, but I believe that if you're just lying about something, like let's say someone asks, oh, what are your intentions? And you're completely lying about your intentions. Well, I'm asking you straight up. If a woman just looks good, you're not asking her like, oh, well, show me what's underneath your makeup or whatever.
I think even her friend in the middle
I think
knows
it's
she
different.
fucked up.
If you're asking someone
I don't think
straightforward.
wearing makeup is lying. Like, I just don't get that.
Pause. I need to contain the chakras inside of me for this. She said, I don't think wearing makeup is lying. Bitch, what?
When you wear lashes, you're lying and saying that these are my lashes when they're not.
I don't think it has to do with lying. I don't know. It's like two different things.
You're enhancing your features.
If you could improve one thing about yourself, what would it be?
My boobs. I'm getting another boob job in September.
Another one? I thought it matters what's up here.
Listen, no, but still, they still look good. So.
So wait, would you get another? Was that a Brazilian boob lift?
A Brazilian boob lift? Yeah. Ain't no way.
Anal way? Which they?
You said that.
Which they?
Ain't no way you said that.
Anal way? The anal way.
The anal?
The anal way, right?
Wait, you told me you tried anal.
What?
Tell them about the time you did anal.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
Why do you believe in astrology?
Well, I kind of like am into like the zodiacs and stuff, but not too much. It's more like I believe in some like a higher power, but maybe it's just a soul that's kind of using my vessel right now.
Do you think women are more likely to believe in things like astrology and crystals than men are, and if so, why?
I do, because
Such good questions.
I feel like women kind of have more of an open mind, but that's just from personal experience talking to women and men. But a lot of men bring
She
it
said
up to
women?
me first, actually.
What do they say?
They ask what my sign is, stuff like that.
Do you think that they actually care?
Yo, fellas, question for the fellas. How many of the boys has used the astrology Riz just in the DMs, just hopped in a bitch's DMs like, yo, you giving me that Mercury? You giving me that eclipsing Mercury? I don't even know what the fuck that dumb shit is. What is it? What the fuck is it? I don't remember. Some fucking collapsing Mercury.
Care about that,
something.
or they're just trying to
How
get
many
into
of
your
you
pants?
boys use the
Most
astrology
of the time,
Riz?
I think they're trying to get into my pants.
What sign am I emulating to you right now?
You like what sign do I think you are? Maybe like an Aries. What are you?
What are you?
I'm a Cancer. Yeah.
This conversation is giving me cancer.
Take a look around you here in Vegas. Every girl, 5, 6, 7, a 10 even, they're on their phones 24/7. They've got the guys. They've got the UFC fighter with them. They've got the millionaire, the multimillionaire. They're still on their phone looking for the next best thing. So I feel like they could never have what they truly want. But what they truly want, desire, and need is God and is a man. A strong, confident, leading man.
Doesn't make sense, right?
It's complicated.
It's complicated. It is indeed.
No, actually, it's not that complicated. We prioritize feelings over facts, and not because we actually care about people, because they want us to all be confused. They want us to all be at the bottom. They want us to be easily controlled. So when we prioritize feelings and we don't even know how to say what the truth is, and everybody believes in their own truth, their own independent truth, we're prioritizing Satan over God. We're trying to separate God because we want to separate morality. When people don't have a higher belief, then they're easily to manipulate and put whatever they want into your head. And they don't have our best interest in mind. Why would they? If they want ultimate control, they would want us all confused, depressed, and sad and fat. Very simple. Not that complicated.
Well, the boy said it. I mean, he clutched it at the end there, bro. That's a fucking banger. But yeah, that's facts. The West is in dire need of saving, and hopefully I'll be one of the individuals who will continue to save us. Let me know what you thought about the video. I'm genuinely just fucking shocked to continue to see what the fuck is happening in the West every single day. More and more and more moronic ideologies and scared NPCs being able to actually speak the truth or even speak their opinion. Yeah, there's so many layers to this shit, boys. We have to dive in deep. But let me know if you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot more content coming soon. We're going to go out and actually do some in-public content soon as well. I've been saying it for a while, but trust me, it's coming. So if you like the video, let me know in the comments. Give me some questions to ask Eddie on the podcast as well, because I need some fucking good questions to ask him. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. And let me know what other videos you want to see me reacting to as well.